Hello, everyone, and welcome to Philly Crypto Trading Plus. Are you confused by all this price volatility? And there's certainly been a lot lately. Are you wondering where prices will be next? Well, look no further. You're definitely in the right place. And we're going to solve these problems for you, providing clear, concise, and competent technical analysis. Today's tutorial, we're going to be analyzing Cardano, ADA. Specifically, we're going to talk about MACD, RSI, simple moving averages, new price targets. You always want to wait around for that. I might throw it in the middle just, because I want people to watch the video because there's always good information, not only at the beginning, but all the way through, right? Supports, resistances. We're going to talk about a trend. We're going to talk about a triangle, targets that were actually met, a falling wedge that's going on now. We're going to discuss Bitcoin and its perspective to what's happening in the market right now, because we always want to pay attention to that for perspective. And we'll touch upon the trade room and how also this has been a benefit Cardano by Elon Musk's comments. So with that in mind, please be sure to smash the like button, guys. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. It also makes a huge difference to me. Also, I'm trying to improve my videos and give you the best content I can. So please let me know what you like about my content, and I'll certainly be sure to do more of it. So now let's get into the lesson. Now, guys, we have to talk about Bitcoin first. I know I should call this a Bitcoin video, right? But look, I called this all the way down in my trade room since the end of March. They thought I was crazy. Now it's played out just like I said. And our last move, we're hoping, was that 28 to 30,000 area, which is right here. But now I expected a relief rally, which is happening. So what occurs next is very important, because there's always a possibility of a roll here. If we can't get up into these areas, which these wicks are suggesting, short term. I had already said that we may be revisiting these 28 to 30,000 area again. And if that was to happen, there's always a possibility to go a little bit lower. So I'm just kind of giving you a little heads up, because everything, it has perspective, all the coins, right? But we're going to talk about Cardano today because it's one of the few that are bucking the trends. Now, part of the reason, guys, Elon Musk came out and makes a stupid statement about that, like he didn't know, or he wasn't aware of the fact that Bitcoin had the mining resources that they do, and decided to take a big step and accept them for payment on a Tesla. And then a month or two later, all of a sudden he got stupid, didn't know any of that stuff, and said, oh, wait a second, they're burning a lot of energy. Not only does that sound ridiculous, but that's not even true. So all you're left with is manipulation. Now, when that happened, obviously it took a crash into the market, but immediately after that, there were some coins that benefited from that information. Cardano happens to be one of them. So we're going to talk about how those targets from my last video, which is about 3 weeks ago, have played out very nicely. But still, we have to watch what Bitcoin does for leadership, right? So MACD getting weak. We're still waiting, RSI still above 50. How crazy is that? Always talk about it, guys. Above 50, go up. Below 50, go down, right? So Cardano is doing something different than a lot of other coins, right? Notice this support here that it seems to be stopping at. In other words, we snapped up to here, but we're holding it now. I understand we're not done yet, and we have to see what happens in the next few days. But that's just kind of interesting to me. Now, here's another support below there. If Bitcoin will start doing some selling, guys, don't be surprised. This is the range we're going to be looking at, right? Now, what we have here, guys, is a falling wedge. And for traders, just for short-term stuff, this is a bullish pattern when it breaks out. So this could be the beginnings of this right here. So, if that was to happen, we're going to talk in a 4-hour time frame, more specific targets about that, just to give you a brief concept. Okay, guys? Now, with the 4-hour time frame, here's a more specific target, guys, that may occur. This pattern here, we simply take the top to the bottom, and now you can see we are above this line, which is very important. And so now our target, once we break through there, notice how we always come back and touch it. But as long as we remain above it and then get ready to go, this would end up being our next targets, right? Which would end up being about 280. Okay. Now it may not play out overnight, obviously, right? Because you see what's happening. But that's kind of the plan. What I'm saying to you is this is what this chart formation suggests. Okay, guys, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know. Okay. Now, I want to talk about what happened before. Now, I did my last Cardano video on April 30th, and we talked here about breaking out of the triangle. Now, we talked about how it failed, but we said it was still in play. And, of course, you can now see what happened. We came back up and got back through the triangle, ascending triangle, and look what happened. Boom. True to form, our target was met, 196. And then some. Went up to 247, but this is part of what Elon Musk's news was. Now, but what's the most important when we pull back? Where in the hell did we just stop at? Look at that. Oh my God. Is that an accident? I don't think so. So the top of that triangle is seeming to be forming a nice base right now. Now, we certainly spiked down. We talked about $1.03.5 in the last video. We held that very nicely, but most importantly, you can see here, we held the 100, which is now risen to about $1.28 thereabouts. Notice how we held that. Is that an accident? Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. But more importantly, from the spikes, spikes meaning their buyers stepped in, right? So they stepped in all the way to holding this thing above the 50 at $1.44.8, right? Is that a coincidence? Is that an accident? Oh, and it's also the top of the chart. No. Now we've snapped up nicely. The 20 is at $1.72.8. Let's see if we can't start getting something working here, some little bit of consolidation to stay up here and love these higher prices. Let's see. We don't know yet. We've got a spike. Because remember what we said about Bitcoin? It doesn't matter. It could change everything, guys. So you can see the selling here. We know that's going on, right? So just give you an idea. Now, but again, most importantly, guys, the targets were met. Again, I tell you about these patterns, they play out. Okay? So if you were patient, because that was the key word I kept exercising in the last video, you would have made that money on that target. Right? Now, 4-hour time frame. We seem to be consolidating here between the 20 and the 100. So we have to continue working on that, right? But now this is a Fibonacci extension from the pullback. So a lot of times, guys, we run up to that 0.618, which has happened here at 191. And that happens to coincide with the 50 at 195.85. So that's that short term, guys, that's not a positive sign. So that means we're kind of going to want to see what happens from this point before we can start thinking about our next positions. Although I showed you before that trader position, that, is good to focus on for targets. But this is a shorter term, 4 hours, could pull back a little. But again, just to reiterate, guys, you can see this. Let's go back to this for a second. And again, guys, this is really important. Okay, let's focus on that, because if that plays out just like you saw the last one did, right? Well, then let's just be patient. How about that? That's right. Okay, so I want to. We talked about the simple movie average just so you guys know, and I gave you some new targets that we were thinking about. The trade room, guys, real quickly. Me and my friend Dan, over 70 years experience in there. There's 100 coins that come out every month, guys. There's just too many to list here, too many to cover. So I made a deal with you guys through the month of May that I won't show any ads. I'll demonetize my newer videos. In return, all I ask is that we get a certain amount of people that join the trade room. It's a great value. It's only $20 a month. I want to... again, guys, you really can't afford not to get in there. I continue to say that it's for you. It's not for me, because if you give me $20 and Patreon takes their 10%, but you make $500, then who wins? And see, that's the point, guys. So I just want to give you an idea. We give you all your exit entries. We tell you about a whole bunch of new coins, give you targets and traders, the whole bit, right? So, but what I just want to give a shout out real quickly to some of our new trade room members and old as well. Rocket Crypto, thank you guys. Can't thank you enough for your help, your comments, and the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, and why this is important is because you guys were new once. You didn't know who I was, what was going on. Now you're in the room, you're making some money. I'm happy for you. But do us all a favor and let the newer folks come in that don't know me from Adam. They don't know you. Let them know what's happening, okay? I can't thank you enough, and I thank you guys, and I just simply ask that you pay it forward. So with that in mind, Celtic Raider, I want to give you a shout out. Constantine, thank you. Divi Ninja, Sue, Louis Javon, Litecoin Whore, Carmen Green. I want to thank you all for your comments. It really helps a lot. It means a lot to me because it tells me what you're learning, what you like, and the value that I'm bringing, because after all, that's the purpose of an educational channel, if you know what I mean. So thank you again, guys, for paying it forward. I just simply ask that you continue to do so and help the folks out. Now, with that in mind, guys, I want to turn this part of the video over to you guys and tell me what's the most important or valuable thing that you've learned from today's video. Please let me know in the comments below. I always love the feedback, and I'll certainly get back and answer any questions that you have. That's what I'm here for. So please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, the more subscribers that we get, the better and more content we can continue making. So please like, share, and subscribe. Now, if you want to learn more, please be sure to watch this next video.